総勢5600名の子分がいりゃ晴れて大海賊の仲間入りだべ。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're
Hey, what's
counting
up,
down our
Ashley?
picks for the all-time strongest groups from Eiichiro Oda's long-running masterpiece. We'll be considering crews that are both active and inactive, and also
In One Piece history?
excluding militarized organizations such as Cypher Pol and the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah, it's
Fair
crews.
warning, there will be some
It says crews in the title. These better all be pirates, or I'll be pissed.
manga spoilers ahead.
やりてえようにやらねえと
Manga spoilers, if you're watching this. Manga spoilers.
海賊やってる意味がねえだろう。
Number 20, Fallen Monk Pirates. While little is known about them, this monk-themed pirate crew
What?
have proven themselves quite resilient in surviving the dangers of the Grand Line.
縁がざらす。
The only member we know is Arush.
Although their leader currently holds the lowest bounty among his fellow supernovas, Mad Monk Aruj is anything but weak. Possessing immense strength that's further enhanced by his unique devil fruits, this Sky Island native has fought powerhouses such as Pacifista and even one of Big Mom's sweet generals, taking everything they could throw at him and striking back with even deadlier force.
I mean, he defeated Snack, but then he got jumped by Cracker, and he couldn't beat Cracker. After he, like, high-diff Snack. So...
小生の一人を打ち破った。少し前まで4小生だったのさ。
Although they've tasted defeat many times, this less-than-holy pirate crew always manages to escape to fight another day.
雷が降り注いでいる。無茶を言うな。
Number 19, New Fishman Pirates.
How are they stronger than Arush? I mean, at least we know some of their members. Why do a top 20 list if we're gonna have a bunch of jobbers on it?
These fishmen took Arlong's hateful legacy and twisted it into something truly evil. Much like their predecessors, the New Fishman Pirates, led by Hody Jones, are driven by their hatred of humans and believe themselves to be the superior species.
But they're jobbers.
暗く無残な魚人の歴史はこの世代で終わらせる。我々新魚人海賊団がな。
However, unlike Arlong, Hody and his officers don't hesitate to sacrifice their own kind to fulfill their hateful ambition. They also have strength in numbers, with a fighting force of 100,000 that consists of mostly fishmen, sea beasts, and human slaves.
Hyozo was pretty cool, actually.
When push comes to shove, Hody and his closest allies will destroy even their own kingdom to satisfy their grudge against humanity. But what makes them truly terrifying is that they willingly carry out such atrocities without any valid reason for doing so. Number 18, Giant Warrior Pirates. Normal giants are threatening enough, but an entire pirate crew of them is enough to make the world rumble with fear.
その昔、巨兵海賊団という名の暴れ者どもが海にいた。
They were powerful.
Led by the infamous captain duo of Dory and Broggy, the giant warrior pirates rampage throughout the world, bringing destruction to any who were unlucky enough to cross their path. While this crew disbanded over a century ago, there are signs of them making an epic comeback. This crew even inspired a new generation of giant warrior pirates, led by none other than Hajradin, one of the leaders of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet.
神々の国まで。
Whether it's the old school or new school of giant pirates, this legendary crew is a threat so big that even the world government can't afford to ignore them.
動き始めてるらしいやい。
Number 17, Gecko Pirates / Thriller Bark Pirates. Infamous and highly skilled, the Gecko Pirates, led by Gecko Moria, had quite the fearsome reputation.
This crew also kind of sucks.
Unfortunately, their journey came to a brutal end following a clash with the world's strongest creature. Years after losing his crew, Moria eventually succeeded them with the Thriller Bark Pirates. Unlike his former crew, Moria's new one consisted entirely of the undead, which he brought back to life thanks to his Shadow fruit. Capable of spreading more terror than his old crew ever could, Moria's undead army included 900 zombies, including an ancient giant powered by the shadow of a certain future pirate king.
You know, Moria's pathos about not wanting to have a crew that's alive, so just taking a bunch of dead bodies and grafting shadows onto them, that could have been way more interesting than I think. Oh, that's something Oda could have gotten more out of, that except the fact that Moria kind of sucks and just wasn't that interesting of a villain. Because that is an interesting idea for a villain. I just think there was Moria was just missing that little extra to make him an interesting villain, because that's a cool idea.
Is it any wonder this crew was considered the terror of the Florian Triangle? Or at least one of them anyway. Number 16, Sun Pirates. Established by the great adventurer Fisher Tiger, the original Sun Pirates were a force to be reckoned with. As a fishmen-only crew, the Sun Pirates were very powerful and featured many notable figures such as Arlong and Jinbei. Along with incredible fighting prowess, this crew was virtually unbeatable when fighting on the open sea. Tiger's crew also included former slaves, whom he helped liberate and hid their former status by covering their slave marks with his own mark of freedom. After Tiger's tragic passing, the Sun Pirates disbanded with various members pursuing different careers, but later made a comeback after Jinbei lost his warlord status.
太陽の海賊団のみんなで決めたことだ。
Individually, each member is strong, but when working together, this crew could bend even the ocean to its will.
Pretty cool stuff.
Number 15, Fire Tank Pirates. Pirates and Mafia may seem like they're on opposite ends of the criminal spectrum, but as Capone Beg and his gang proved, they can fall together rather seamlessly.
Do you say Capone? Capone Beg.
Especially if you have a devil fruit that turns your body into a fortress, complete with a whole slew of cannons. With a Don persona that's not just for show, Beg's familia are some real tough customers. They can certainly hold themselves in a gunfight, and while they originally had the backing of Big Mom, they just couldn't resist trying to take her out to climb the pirate ladder.
ママのことは必ずパパが助けてあげまちゅからね。
Number 14, Kuja Pirates. Underestimating these seafaring Amazonians will guarantee a very dreadful end.
あれが海賊女帝絶世の美女とはまさ
The Kuja Pirates are pretty fucking strong.
に
Featuring the strongest warriors from Amazon Lily, the Kuja Pirates are known for being powerful fighters and skilled haki users, putting them leagues above regular pirates. They also have the added benefits of being one of the very few groups capable of traveling the Calm Belt. However, the biggest reason why the Kuja are feared is their leader, Boa Hancock. a former warlord and powerful haki user capable of turning men to stone. The fact that her bounty is now over 1 billion speaks volumes of how big a threat the world government considers her to be. Of course, we'd expect nothing less from the woman aiming to become Luffy's future wife.
慌てるな。
エビ姫。
忘れておるようじゃな。
Love this scene.
あやつら。
Number 13, Golden Lion Pirates. When you consider the king of pirates your rival, you're
13? 2 above Capone Beige?
either completely insane or incredibly strong.
俺は空からこの海を滑る男だ
Wait, how the fuck? How is he 2 above Capone Beige?
Fortunately for Gold Lion Shiki, he's got plenty of both. Armed with a devil fruit that grants him the power of flight, and one of the largest armadas to sail the Grand Line during the era of the Roger Pirates, Shiki and his crew were definitely not pushovers.
物騒ななりしてるがまさか8人でこれを相手にするつもりじゃあるねえな
The fact that Shiki was also the first to escape from the dreaded prison Impel Down only bolsters his reputation. In the decades following Roger's demise, Shiki slowly gathered power by creating an army of mutant monsters and recruiting new allies to fulfill his goal of...
This isn't canon, by the way. This is from the movie, One Piece movie 10 Strong World, but... So maybe, like, they mean this movie version of the Pirates are 13, because, like, his real original crew was, like, way higher. Like, one of the strongest crews in history.
world domination, starting with the destruction of East Blue. Number 12, Heart Pirates.
They're down at 12?
Fitting name, really, on account that Trafalgar Law has melted many hearts in his time and removed a few from his enemies. The Surgeon of Death may not be the most bombastic pirate to stem from the worst generation, but he sure as hell is one of the deadliest, having one of the most sought-after devil fruits of the modern era,
これで終わりだ
allowing him to take his enemies apart and reattach them instantly, as well as grant eternal youth at the cost of his own life. We also can't forget he's got a yellow submarine full of rapscallions who know how to bring the pain, especially his kung fu polar bear pal, Beppo.
作戦に支障が出ると困るな。
Number 11, Kid Pirates. If you love heavy metal, then you'll definitely
They had to put Kid right above Law.
get a kick out of Eustace Kid and his crew. Hailing from the South Blue, Kid and his crew quickly gained notoriety by carving a path of destruction across the Grand Line. Due to their brutal nature, both Kid and his right-hand man, Killer, gained
Killer!
bounties that initially surpassed those of Luffy and Zoro prior to the War of the Best. After spending time in the New World, Kid and his crew only continued to grow stronger as they fought and survived clashes with crews belonging to 3 different emperors. The Kid Pirates even joined the fight to liberate Wano, where Kid reluctantly assisted Trafalgar Law with taking down Big Mom in the most metal way possible. Number 10, Don Quixote Family.
Yeah, once they put Law, I was like, it has to be Kid right above him, and then Doflamingo right above him, because I guess Law's stronger than Dofi now, but Dofi, like, beat the fuck out of Law, like, 4 times, so, I could see putting his crew, he's got a stronger crew than Law does.
ここにちょうど血の気の余った女が一人いる。ベビーファイブとバッファローをそっちへ迎えに行かせる。
With friends like these, taking over a kingdom is child's play. By himself, Doflamingo stands as one of the strongest among the 7 warlords of the sea, capable of ripping his foes apart with his threads or turning them into his puppets. Acting out his depraved will are his elite officers, one of whom can literally become a moving mountain. Even the regular officers under them can't be considered weak, since the likes of Lao Ji and Gladius wrecked numerous combatants by themselves, while Sugar's ability to turn her foes into dolls and erase their public existence was the stuff of nightmares.
トフィの狂気は全てを
Number 9. Cross Guild. Who could have guessed
How the fuck is they down at 9? I guess this is all time, so we're gonna get like... Yeah, okay. Still.
that a small-time pirate crew from the East Blue would grow into one of the most feared organizations?
I see what they're doing. They're stacking the warlords because they put basically... Yeah, like Jinbei's, Boa, Dofi, and so this would be Mahawk's crew. Mahawk and Crocodile.
On the Grand Line.
俺は誰だ？
バギー船長。
俺に逆らうとどうなる？
派手な死が待っています。
With their captain having an initial bounty of only 15 million, the Buggy Pirates aren't much compared to the other big-name pirates. Fortunately for Buggy, what he lacks in strength, he compensates with his devil's luck.
てめえらの海賊行為はこの大かし深い千両道家のバギー様の名のもとに合法とな。
Through a series of fortunate yet painful events, Buggy recruited an army of loyal followers, allowing him to further increase his reputation and work his way up from pirate to warlord and most recently to emperor. With his newfound status and over 5 billion in fighting power backing him up, Buggy helped to found the Cross Guild, an organization that puts bounties on marines.
派手にやったるに決まってんだろうが。根性見せろ。
Number 8. Big Mom Pirates.
城を解除したぞ。
Make all the jokes you want about this sadistic old bat having over 40 kids. The truth of the matter is, the majority of them are so proficient with haki that they're leagues above your average pirate. Acting as the enforcers for her vast empire, running into any one of Lin Charlotte's offspring is practically a death sentence. Especially if it's one of the 3 sweet commanders, even more so if his name is Katakuri.
Katakuri's so fucking cool.
Of course, Mama ain't no slouch either, since her size and strength allow her to rip through anyone who disturbs her tea parties. And if she's feeling particularly nasty, she'll rip out your soul.
処刑を始めようか。
Number 7. Beast Pirates.
不屈の闘志か虚勢か知らねえが俺を睨みつけてきやがる。
Not even sure why a man like Kaido even needs a crew on account that the bloke is nigh unkillable. The fact he can shrug off multiple executions would make anyone trepidatious, but then you've got his raw power that's capable of knocking out Luffy like he's pre-time skip Kobe. Topping it all off is his mythical zone Devil Fruit that can turn him into one beastly looking dragon. The fact he's got such vast underworld connections, all of Wano in his back pocket, as well as subordinates as deadly as King, Queen and Jack, is all honestly just the icing on the cake by this point. You can see why Orochi came to power with this crew in his corner.
お荷物はこのクイーンのバカ一人で十分だ。
Number 6. Whitebeard Pirates.
親父
The Whitebeard Pirates are number 6. The 3 Kuronyako were 8, 7, and 6. So Shanks is 5. Wait, how are this? Wait. So the Straw Hats are gonna be. Well, maybe the Straw Hats will be 5, Shanks will be 4, Blackbeard 3, and then Rox, and Roger. The Straw Hats should not be this high, though. Well, I guess they're Yonko now. They should have been right above Cross Guild, though. Well, I guess they beat the Beast Pirates. But now they're above Whitebeard. I don't know about that. I don't know about putting the Straw Hats above Whitebeard.
Mina.
While it's true that the power and influence of these legends has vastly diminished following the tragic deaths of Whitebeard
No, this is bullshit. The Whitebeard Pirate should be like top 3. This is bullshit. It should be Rox, Roger, Whitebeard. Putting Shanks and Luffy ahead of them is nonsense.
and Ace, we're choosing to look at these guys when they were in their prime. Even well into his twilight years, Pops was a titan of the sea. The only thing more impressive than the tremors he could cause with his fists being the respect and love he garnered from his crewmates. Explains why he was able to gather such immensely talented sons like Marco the Phoenix, Diamond Jozu, Oz Jr., and the one and only Fire Fist Ace. The world will never know another crew like them. Number 5. Straw Hat Pirates. It says a lot when even the main characters are low down on this list, though we have no doubt with time and training, Luffy and his companions will soon catch up. As it stands now, this motley crew are nothing to scoff at. Even the so-called weaker members like Usopp, Chopper, and Nami have managed to excel in recent years. Combine that with Sanji's mad kicking skills, the ungodly badassery of soon-to-be Master Swordsman Zoro, plus the recent addition of Jinbe.
What do you mean soon to be Master Swordsman? I think he's the Master Swordsman now. I think we can say he's a Master Swordsman. He can cut fucking ships in half. He can cut a mountain. In the latest anime episode, he cut like a fucking vortex tsunami.
And you're looking at a bad time if you pick a fight. That's all before you consider the monumental power of the Straw Hat fleet. As for Luffy himself, every time he gets knocked down, he just snaps back up with even greater force. Number 4. Blackbeard Pirates.
ここは海賊たちの楽園だ
In the beginning, Marshall D. Teach was nothing more than a murderer with
What? Yeah, Whitebeard should be above the Straw Hats, the Blackbeard Pirates, and Shanks. What has Blackbeard done so far that Whitebeard didn't accomplish? He hasn't done shit. His crew is like, you take out Kuzan. I guess you can't take out Kuzan, he's there. But like, you take out Kuzan, they're not that impressive. I mean, we were told Shiryu was really strong, but like, he hasn't been that impressive yet, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I feel like Whitebeard is definitely too low. Crossguild is probably a little too low also, but...
with a couple of loyal allies and an insanely powerful devil fruit at his disposal. A killer pain in the backside, but not exactly a threat that could turn the world on its head. And then he hopped into Impel Down, freed the most dangerous criminals they had, and made them his crew. It's still amazing that a giant as large as a navy base, the most infamous female pirate ever imprisoned, a disgraced navy jailer with a passion for murder, and a slew of other nutjobs all banded together under one guy. Then again, he does have 2 devil fruit powers.
I'm glad they killed Absalom though, fuck Absalom.
Over the time skip, they've only gotten more powerful, taking down the remnants of the Whitebeard crew and even stealing the abilities of whomever they choose.
悪い予感は的中だ月光守屋いい能力を得た
Number 3. Red Hair Pirates.
来い俺たちが相手をしてやる
See, like, I get why they're this high, I just don't... I can't put them above Whitebeard, like... What... Whitebeard had he was the ruler of the last whole era. How Shanks has never ruled an era. He just hasn't.
They're always up for a drink and a good time. They're all fundamentally decent people, and if you try to hit someone they care about, they'll send you to a watery grave before you can even blink. Even missing an arm, Shanks' strength is something else, able to go toe-to-toe with Whitebeard and basically ended a war just by showing up.
マリンフォード頂上戦争はここに幕を閉じ
The caliber of his crew is also astronomical, with Usopp's father, Yasop, making every sniper out there crap themselves thanks to his marksmanship skills, while Ben Beckman made frickin' Kizaru nervous just by holding him at gunpoint. Here's hoping we get to see them rampage in the near future.
Kizaru wasn't really nervous, he was trolling. He was trolling! Whatever.
もうすぐ会えそうだなルフィ
Number 2, Roger Pirates. There's OG Pirates, and then there's Goldie Roger. The Pirate King who kickstarted a whole new era, the original owner of the Straw Hats, the man who hears the voices of all things, and arguably had the greatest mustache the world has ever seen.
栄養にやらねえと海賊やってる意味がねえだろう
While his deeds and legacy forged the very foundation of One Piece, we can't forget about his crew. Shanks and Buggy found their start in life on board the decks of the Oro Jackson, and we all know how they turned out. Not to mention Roger's partner in crime, legendary right-hand man, and Luffy's future mentor, the Dark King Rayleigh. They were likely at their strongest when Odin was in their ranks, able to claim the prize that no other pirate has managed thus far, finding Joy Boy's treasure. They're on a level yet to be surpassed.
よし教えてやろう
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified and switch Gold Roger notifications. Number
The
one,
Rocks Pirates.
Rocks Pirates. Before Gold Roger became the Pirate King, the sea belonged to the Rocks Pirates, a crew so dangerous, not even the history books dare to mention them.
船長ロックスの野望は世界の王
Vicious and ruthless to the point of fighting each other to the death, the members of the Rocks Pirates included some of the biggest legends in pirate history, including 3 of the OG emperors.
メンバーは船長ロックスを筆頭に若き日の白ひげビッグマムカイドウ
However, none of them were more terrifying than their captain, Rox Beck. While little is known about him, Rox was very ambitious and sought to become king of the world by any means necessary. Rox was so powerful, it'd
be funny if the reveal was that Rox was like a Buggy figure and he wasn't actually that strong. He just somehow got all these really strong people to fight for him. That'd be really funny.
took the combined efforts of both Roger and Monkey D. Garp to take him down for good. Though few remember him nowadays, he's widely regarded as Roger's first and greatest enemy.
わずかだぞ俺と戦えるやつなど
Which of these crews would you happily join? Let us know in those comments below.
I mean, the Straw Hats for sure. Shanks' crew for sure.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, I would join the Whitebeard crew too. The Whitebeard crew was too low. And then having crews like the new Jobber Fishman and having like the fire tanks up there. I mean, I guess. But yeah, I feel like this would have been better if we just did the top 10, because like to stretch to 20, you had to put in some folks who were not that impressive.